All right, I found this at the dumpster. At the complex over here. It's been a very long time since I reverse engineered a piece of technology of today. I'm not really looking for the artistic pieces at the moment. I know I'm going to grab a couple out of this thing though. I mean, what is it? I think it's some kind of projector. I think it might have came out of the leasing office or something. I'm not really sure. Hold on. Yeah, these things are hardcore high tech. They could have at least left the cord. I probably got a spare somewhere, but I know it's garbage. It's garbage. I just want to get the lens. The most important thing about this is that the main reason I pulled it out of the dumpster so I can reverse engineer that thing. I don't know if it's glass though yet. I don't want to tap on it too hard and put a scratch on it if it is plastic. But the second I saw the lens, I knew I had to have this thing to try to get it out. Because I'm trying to collect these lenses from all these projectors, cameras, whatever. Large copiers, the $10,000 copiers. Trying to collect these so I can just use them to analyze things, Make different kind of art when I do the photography close in, the fancy stuff. Combine everything. Now you talk about being maxed out. Large lens right here. I think it's plastic though, guys, on the outside. I do. Don't tell me it's got one of those hex screws in here I can't take out. But it's got the baby ones instead. Just as bad. Man, who do I look like? Some kind of professional? I'm amateur at this. I remember back in the day when I used to reverse engineer a crap load of machines to get all this stuff. You know the story behind that. I know you do. I got a lot of donations in the past and ended up having to trash. I'd say 43% of my collection because I had no storage here in this place. Man, I had big plans for that stuff too. Really did. Well, look, we got something in here. A little secret compartment. What's this? Probably some battery. Yeah, you gotta unscrew first to take it out. Yeah. Very cool indeed. Gotta find out what's in this thing. If there's gonna be any pieces that are, architectural, artistic, large and small. It's not like I'm hurting for anything. I have enough as it is. Or do I? Yeah, I'm hardcore about this kind of stuff. I used to drive long miles out there deep in the country and all over ATL, looking on Craigslist to pick up some machines and stuff like that, especially when it came to the copiers and the printers and all. Yeah, used to drive all over the place to just pick that stuff up, take it into the studio, way back in like 2007 through like 2013, before I went to school. I think that's it for that one though. Hold on. We're about to pull our first thing out. Probably just some kind of cartridge or something. Like, don't tell me they got some kind of secret thing you gotta unlock. I don't want to break anything though. What the heck? Uh-oh. Is it magnetic? Dang, look at that masterpiece of engineering right there. Man, check that thing out. Could you imagine what kind of fun we could have with this? I mean, that's an art piece in itself. Kind of looks like a part of a building, but to me it looks like everything. That's a cool object right here. Look at that. Boy, it feels good to take something apart like this again and look at every little angle. I mean, that salmon carve. Oops, hold on. Dang it, I thought it was plastic. It's rubber. It's like a gasket or something. I mean, imagine this. I bet you if you Google this thing, A new one probably costs, I'd say at least $750. Could be wrong, could only be like 55 or 60. But you know, we broke the seal. You know what that means? We lost out on the warranty of it. Dang, that's not bad for the first piece though. Not bad at all. Very interesting. Just like something I send through the dishwasher. Use it for something later. You know, it could be anything. I'm a designer, but I can't use this one. It's already broken. It's busted. I know that's the way I look at stuff like this when it comes to design. I would have to grab a piece like this and stare at it for a good, I know you're going to say it's a waste of time. Stare at this thing for a good hour to 2 hours. Try to figure out what it can be used for. Large scale and small scale. Could it be like a corner of a building or something like that, like a facade, like a design? Could it be something else, much smaller? You know, small scale. Very cool. But I don't know if it's salvageable now because the top is busted off. Maybe it can be covered up. What else is going to be in this thing? I barely scratched the surface. Definitely holding on to this masterpiece right here. Look at that. It was part of the lens cover. It came right off. Of course, it's just got the little tabs on it. That's a very cool looking item right here. That's one thing I love about reverse engineering stuff like this. And you make it into something else. Add it to something else later. People will never know what it came from or what it is. And when you combine it to something else that has nothing to do with it, it's going to be what it's going to be. Simple explanation. Yeah, could be anything though. Could be the beginning stages of like a new invention possibly. I mean, look at that. Maybe water can flow down that. Or something. I don't know, my mind's always thinking about every little thing. Every tiny object. Yeah, really though. That one's nice. This one's not going to be recoverable. It's not worth anything. I mean, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about like towards design or anything like that. Some of the time I'll just take pictures of like the fine geometries within it, the tiny pieces, the tiny sections. And that's going to be it. Trash the rest of it. But you know, I was just thinking about something. You know, I'm a different kind of investigator. There's a mark right here. It looks like this thing might have been broken ahead of time. Maybe the main reason why they dropped it. Don't know. Maybe they broke it when they tossed it into the dumpster. That could be the reason, but it seems like a lot of things can come right off. Smart TV. Serial number. Something. It's like Christmas Day every time I open up something like this. Yep, there goes the screw that's attached, the ground screw that's attached to some kind of ground wire. Yep, I know, there's some hidden screw in here somewhere. There's always one that's impossible to find. know I'm anxious. I'm anxious. Hold on. I'm anxious to find what's in this thing. I don't want to end up breaking anything, though. I mean, I see some promising pieces in here that can be used for something else. You're going to say, DaVinci, you're a dang liar. You got like 20 crates in your place that you haven't really started using yet. You got one sitting right next to you. Stuff's 10 years old. Oh man, I know there's something at the bottom here. All right, where's the missing screw? There's always a deep one deep inside these things too. There's always the screws that you can't reach. See, look at that. Look at these strong hands though. I mean, they got stuff that's upside down and backwards all over the place. I don't want to end up hurting myself. Hold on 1 second. Let me get the jackhammer out. All right, this thing popped free. You gotta love the things that are in layers if you catch my drift. No, guys, I'm just acting. Come on now. Keep a steady mind. Stay focused. I've always had a hard time staying focused, for real though. I mean, this thing's in lovely layers right here. It means that there's something hidden inside of this. My life gets scarier every second. I know why they make me do this kind of stuff though. You know, my friends out there on the other side are always trying to make you do stuff. They do. Everything that you do on a daily basis, man, this thing's gonna be impossible. I gotta have 10 hands just to get this thing off. I look like MacGyver. MacGyver's this very special human being. TV character. Oh, dang. I'm just trying to see what this thing has to offer on this side. All right, that ain't gonna work. Just like the good old days. What a freaking mess. I'll never forget what it used to be like though. Way back when I was really into this thing. Even after days of working like, you know, a heavy schedule. You know, those 15-hour days, 100-hour weeks. Still trying to make time to do this stuff right here. But we made out okay. Check it out. Look at that piece. A different kind of run-through video. Very architectural indeed. Very nice. Sculptural. I mean, look at that. Very cool. Absolutely. What else did we find? Oh yeah, look at that. Don't show my reflection. Look, it's got gold on the back. But this thing here, you talk about being impressive. Check that out. It even spins. You talk about a party light in heaven. It's more artistic now than it is useful. Really? I mean, look at those colors. Imagine if I had 500 of these things and made some kind of thing you hold, not hold, but hang in front of the window or something during a sunny day. Maybe like wind chimes. Made a different kind of noise, like raindrops on a tin roof when they bang together. But no, it's not glass, it's plastic. But dang, pretty. Imagine the sun hitting that at all different angles. If I had a couple hundred of these, at least. Imagine if you made a necklace out of this. The plastic piece I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the whole thing. Looks like we gotta have a flat head to get it out though. Get it off. Last thing I want to do is break it off. So the last thing I need to be doing is breaking it. What else did we find in this thing? Dang, look at that. You know they glued that thing in there with epoxy. These things probably are not going to come out easily if they did. Hold on, let me go ahead and see if I can get these things out. All right, got these things out. Wasn't too bad at all. Don't show my reflection. But look at that. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of a SIM card. Look at that thing. Looks like a reflective SIM card. Extra large, that is. There you have it. All the recovered pieces out of the smart TV, smart projector, whatever this thing was. Very cool indeed. This is actually a piece of metal. I think it's cast iron or something. It's not plastic. It's got a ring to it like it came from Missouri. You know. Very cool indeed. I'm going to say it like I say it every single time. I got big plans for this. I know you just fell on the floor laughing. You did? I know you did. You just fell on the floor. Ran out the room laughing. There he said it again. I got big plans for this. I got big plans for everything. I mean, I could just make one piece all together out of what I collected tonight. Da Vinci style. Cool. I mean, look at that little piece. Check that out. Hope you like my fake acting. But look at that. I mean, once again, that's like a standalone piece. Just spray painted a different color. Maybe orange this time. How you have to look at things. Bunch of little small pieces here. Nothing too big. Finally took this thing apart. It just ended up being a ultra powered light bulb is all it was. I mean the other side of it. So all it was a light bulb. But that looks cool. You talk about a rare item. I know there's millions of those machines, but you got to think at it a different way, different perspective. How many people are going to be willing to take apart a machine like that just to hold on to this? They're all in the landfills, I guess. But I have one in my collection I'll use later. Yeah, you're saying, yeah, right. For what? Don't know until I get to that point, though. Same thing with all this. I gotta wait for the opportunity. I mean, the opportunity is already here. I just have to wait for the other opportunity. Mind is filled with a bunch of ideas. A bunch of concepts. Every step of my life. See you later.